Welcome to the last Call FOC show for books that are due for ordering on Monday,
January
January
19th
19th.
by
The,
5 p.m. at the latest. The
these
final
books,
order cut off.
yep, these books need to be ordered by then by us. So let's uh let's get started. See what we have coming up this week.
We actually do our ordering Sunday night, and then we just do any additions on Monday, so it's a
Yeah.
little easier on us.
So our actual cutoff for orders is Sunday at 5, but in you know
Case of emergency.
in case of emergency, comic book emergency.
Yeah, if you have to make an emergency order of an Absolute Batman, you get it in by 5 p.m. Friday, we might be able to help you out.
More than likely.
Speaking of Absolute Batman, that is the first thing of Absolute Batman 14, which you may think, well, that came out already. It sure did. This is the second print. I love that B cover second print by Gerald Perrell.
That is cool.
I am not sure I've ever seen someone with 56 abs before. But it was usually like 6.
Hey, Venom will do that to you.
Yeah, that's ripped. I tell you what. And then there is the Absolute Batman 15 second print. A cover, and then the B cover, a new cover by Gabriel Delato. That's pretty wicked looking. And there's also a foil C cover, a virgin foil cover of the A. And a D cover is a foil version of the Jock cover. Oh, and we got more. The foil of the Ben Oliver cover, and a foil of the Jock and Brian Bolland cover. So these foil covers are $7.99.
Yep.
$7.99 for the foils.
Yeah, the A cover, which is just a plain comic cover, is $4.99. The B cover is cardstock, which makes it $5.99. And then all of these foil covers are $7.99 a piece.
What she said. And then more Absolute. This is an annual this time. Absolute Wonder Woman Annual number 1 for 2026.
I'll get that for you, Brian.
Thanks, Brian. The A cover by Mattia de Ulis, and the B cover by Hayden Sherman, who is the regular artist on the book, typically, for Absolute Wonder Woman.
If you are already subscribed to Absolute Wonder Woman, we will automatically order the annual for you.
The whichever cover you're subscribed to,
yes.
A or B. If you want one of the other covers, of course, like normal, you have to pre-order it, or request it, or cross your fingers and hope we have it for you on the shelf when it comes in.
Absolutely.
The C cover is a Haining cardstock cover. The D cover is by Dennis Cowan. That's a really cool cover by Cowan there. He's hit and miss with me. I know he's a great storyteller as far as art goes, but his style can be quite messy and a little angular sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it works, like this Wonder Woman cover. I think he did fantastic on. Other times it's a miss for me. It's just a style thing. He's a fantastic artist.
Yep.
Across the Massive Verse trade paperback volume 2.
This is $9.99.
Action Comics $10.95. There's the A cover by Ryan Sook. B cover by fantastic artist Chris Sprouse. Really nice guy too.
I really enjoy his Star Wars anniversary covers that he does.
Action 1095 C cover by Junie Ba. That's a cool omnibus there. The Animal Man omnibus by Tom Veitch and Steve Dillon. And then we have Aquaman 11. It's getting a second print because it was a part of the DCKO and a lot of people wanted it and not enough people ordered it. So going into second print for Aquaman 11.
I love how many orders we are getting for Aquaman. It is a good read, and people are seeing that.
Yeah.
Um,
We did sell out of issue 11,
yeah,
but
we
we
did.
ordered a lot extra
Yeah,
and still sold out.
yeah.
Aquaman 14, a cover by John Timms. Whoa, there's an Omega symbol there on Aquaman's hand. B cover by Nathan Zerdy. C cover by Oscar Yildirim.
I like that cover so much.
Is that a foot sticking out of that shark's mouth?
It looks kind of like a flippered foot.
Oh my.
Yeah.
The D cover by Sowie.
Yeah, there's not only a flippered foot, but there's also a hand coming out of there. Goodness.
That's Jeff's uncle.
Oh,
The land shark, you see?
Yeah.
He's got feet.
land shark indeed.
Archie Comics, Jeff the Shark on Bane. On Venom, yeah. Jeff the Land Shark's been taking Bane's venom.
That's right.
Archie Comics Digest number 4, Spring Break. And then from Massive, Astrobots. Or Whatnot Press, yeah. Astrobots number 4 of 5. This is a volume 2. This book's written by Simon Furman, the guy that wrote Transformers for like 30 years.
Yep.
This
He
is
also created Death's Head by Marvel.
Yeah, yeah. He was a Marvel UK artist for a long time. It's a A cover by Philip Knott, B cover by Guido Guidi. And then this next book looks interesting to me. Barbarian Behind Bars, A cover by Francesco Tomaselli. It's about a barbarian that ends up in like New York and gets arrested.
Brian had like some more
Alright.
details on it. Like Brian, you guys can't see it, but Brian asked for more details on this book. Please feel free to ask for any details that you would like, and we'd be happy to help.
Who is the mysterious, muscle-bound warrior who came to our world in a storm of magic and violence? That's what Public Defender Irene Chang wants to know. This guy came out of nowhere, doesn't speak English, and now she's supposed to help him beat a murder charge after he chopped some other weird dude's head off with a magic axe in broad daylight. Of course, he may not live to go to trial with all the enemies he's making in prison. Good thing his cellmate grills a mean cheese sandwich. Barbarian Behind Bars is the fight-packed fantasy prison thriller you didn't know you always needed. $4.99. There is the A cover, and then the B cover I really like. That's a Raza cover. Check that out.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool. Right there in prison, axe-wielding barbarian.
Brian would like the B cover. Gotcha, Brian.
You want to subscribe to the B cover? You're just going to try out the first issue. There's Barbaric up next. The Long Death, issue 2 of 3. A cover by Nathan Gooden.
Gotcha.
B cover by Jim Mahfood. No problem. C cover is the 1 in 10 ratio incentive cover by Brett Bean, formerly of I Hate Fairyland. There's a 1 in 25 by Pete Carroll. And then a black bag variant, a Lilith crossover black bag variant by Corinne Howell. There's also a black bag variant by Luana Vecchio. As you see, the black bar says it is censored. I'm assuming the black bikini drawn on her is the censored area. Batman Adventures Mad Love Special, number 1 facsimile. A cover is the original cover by Bruce Timm. Well, that's the only cover.
No, there's also a B foil version of that original cover.
Just don't show it here.
Correct.
Okay, so you can get a foil of that as well.
And the foil is $9.99.
Batman and Robin number 30, Bloody Valentines. A cover by Minit Malavia. B cover by Gillum March. C cover by Brian Bolland. And look who we have there, the ventriloquist. He's back. Yes, I haven't seen him in a little while, so if you're a ventriloquist fan, you may need to pick this up. Batman Beyond Unlimited Compendium. He's a dummy. No. The ventriloquist isn't the dummy. His dummy's a dummy. I get what you're saying, though. It's funny, Brian. Batman Black and White Batman Ninja Resin Statue. Batman Dark Patterns trade paperback. That's by Dan Waters. I've heard so much good stuff about that. I'm curious to read it. Blade Runner Black Lotus Las Vegas number 4. A cover by Raymond Gay. B cover by Clark Bint. C cover by Jesus Hervas. And then we have Bleeding Hearts number 1. New entry from the new imprint, or the returning imprint over at DC, Vertigo. Written by Dennis Camp.
Brian would like to know more info.
Here's the Jay Lee cover. Dennis Camp, of course, the writer of Absolute Martian Manhunter. He teams up with breakout artist Stephen Morian to unleash Vertigo's first new number 1. The zombies won, and 10 years after the fall of humanity, they're the dominant form of life, or not life, on Earth. They've developed their own cultural practices, their own language, their own society. Mouse pokes golf ball through hole in head. Poke for short is a beloved member of his community. And with his brother in arm, Mush, he's happy to shamble along through the only world he can remember. Until the day his heart mysteriously starts beating again. And in a blink, the first humans he sees have stopped looking like food and have started looking like friends? The team behind 20th Century Men, the bold mission statement that launched writer Dennis Camp and artist Stephen Morian to the next level of the comics industry, has reunited to bring you a world ruled by ruthless kill or be killed logic, pitted against the demands of a single beating, bleeding, emotional heart. $4.99. There's a C cover by Absolute Batman artist Nick Dragata. And then my favorite, the D cover by Chris Baccello, I think is a great cover. But Chris Baccello is a great artist. Have you seen that cover?
I'm looking at it now.
And
though I do like the Jay Lee cover a lot myself.
There is an E cover by Alvaro Martinez Bueno. It's a connecting cover, so there will be future covers that connect to this one. Jason was saying that too. Reminds us of Warm Bodies. And then there is a foil version of the A cover by Stephen Morian.
And that foil is $6.99.
Then we have Blood and Thunder number 10. A cover by E.J. Sue.
You want to subscribe to the connecting covers? Got you, Brian.
That's the D cover.
Yes, sir.
Carrie Randolph is the B cover for Blood and Thunder 10, and the 1-in-10 ratio is by Haining. 1-in-25 ratio by Erica Henderson. And then we have a Bone, trade paperback, Volume 5, Rockjaw, Master of the Eastern Border. Volume 8, Treasure Hunters. Volume 9, Crown of Horns. Then Court, Children of the Round Table, number 6 of 6, final issue. A cover by Danielle Di Nicola. B cover by Terso Khans. Circus Maximus, number 4. You want the B cover of Court? Thank you, Brian. Conan the Barbarian, number 29. This is the F cover. It's a foil cover. They put it on FOC the week before the regular covers, so next week all the other covers will be available for Conan 29. Though you can order them now, they're just not on FOC this week. Crownsville number 4 of 5, A cover by Jason Sean Alexander, and the B cover by Elia Bonetti. 1 in 10 Virgin ratio variant by Jason Sean Alexander. Dark Stalkers X Street Fighter Hunter Killers number 1, A cover by Alberto Albuquerque. B cover by Brett Bean. C cover is a 1 in 5 ratio by Alex Ahad. DC Cover Girls Batgirl statue by J. Scott Campbell. DC Finest trade paperback Justice League of America Starro the Conqueror. These DC Finest books collect approximately 2 years worth of comic books in one cover.
The Batgirl statue is $199.99, and the trade paperback of the Starro the Conqueror is $39.99.
DCKO number 4 of 5, the penultimate issue, A cover by Javier Fernandez, wrapped in acetate. B cover by Daniel Warren Johnson. That chair's gonna hurt to sit in. It's wrapped in barbed wire.
And that is a wicked cape there. Got all those pointy things on it.
C cover by Mike Del Mundo. I think that's kind of cool looking. We see the Absolute Trio, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, walking into the arena. So far, DCKO has been mostly versions of the superheroes we're normally familiar with, but the Absolute guys are in there. You want the C cover, Dylan? Sure, no problem.
Got it taken care of for you, Dylan.
The D cover by Raphael Albuquerque. We get Supergirl facing off against Lobo, as we're expected to see in the upcoming Supergirl movie. E cover is the Jeff Spokes cover, Hawkman and the Demon. And then F cover is a great painted cover by Aaron Bartling, featuring Darkseid. G cover is the Dan Mora bracket cardstock, Superman facing off against Lex Luthor, and Wonder Woman versus Joker. H cover is the Ben Oliver face-off variant with the Joker on it.
I love that Dan Mora bracket card. This one is more like a fight poster, and I like that. I was big into the fight posters when they were doing them over at Marvel.
The I cover is the Dan Mora AEW cameo cover. So I take it there that Harley Quinn is getting assaulted by an AEW wrestler whom I do not know. And then the J cover is the foil variant of the Javier Fernandez cover, the A cover. And again, we get the Absolute guys there, Absolute Superman, Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Batman, ready to rock. The 1 in 25 ratio variant is by Gillum March. And then we have DC Work in Progress Dark Knight's Metal number 1.
These?
D cover for Brian, thank you.
Alright, this 1 in 25 is, they almost have that whole medieval feel, like Dark Knights.
Or kind of like the Dark Knight's Metal look.
Yeah, that too, yeah. D cover for Brian, got it.
The Work in Progress is going to be an oversized black and white kind of edition, showing you basically, the Work in Progress, the pencils of Dark Knight's Metal number 1. Deadhead number 4, A cover by Gabriel Fonseca, B cover by Kit Wallace. Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger Spawn, number 13, A cover by Marco Faella, and the B cover by Francesco Mattina. Die, Loaded, number 4, A cover by Stephanie Hans, B cover by Fabrizio De Tomaso. Dynamite Blood Red, number 5, A cover by E.J. Sue, B cover by Alessio Fortunato. There we go. C cover by Emmanuel Ercolani, and the D cover by Will Robson. 1 in 10 Virgin of the Robson cover. The 1 in 10 ratio is also a 1 in 10 ratio that's a Virgin of the Ercolani cover. We have a 1 in 15 ratio Virgin variant of the Fortunato cover. A 1 in 15 Virgin by E.J. Sue. And then the Dregs trade paperback.
This is a $12.99 trade paperback from Black Mask Studios.
DuckTales. The boss battle.
Yeah, the boss battle.
Fight.
That Dynamite DC crossover was neat looking.
It wasn't just Dynamite DC. No, it was everybody. It was
because
Image characters.
Image was in there.
Witchblade. I saw.
One of the guys from The Boys was in there.
Yeah. Beneath.
That's Image. Beneath the Trees. Sam.
Beneath the Trees. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It was several companies and DC crossing over. So DuckTales Valentine's Day Special 2026. A cover by Nicoletta Baldari. B cover by Cangialosi. C cover by Stefano Porcu. There we go. D cover by Livero Ermetti. And the C cover is a 1 in 10 ratio Virgin variant of that cover. It's also a 1 in 15 Virgin ratio by Porcu. A 1 in 20 Virgin ratio by Cangialosi. 1 in 25 Virgin ratio by Nicoletta Baldari. And then EC's Epitaphs from the Abyss trade paperback, Volume 3.
And that is $19.99 and contains issues 9 through 12.
And a cover by Lee Bermejo. EC Tortured Hearts number 1. It's a one-shot. A cover by Dustin Weaver and the B cover by Miguel Mercado.
I was reading in here, at least one of the stories in here is written by Teenie and Blake Howard. They are a real-life married couple.
C cover by Tom Fowler, and the D cover is a 1 in 10 ratio by Sean McManus. And there's a 1 in 20 black and white cover by Dustin Weaver. And the 1 in 50 ratio is the archive edition by Patricia Martin.
Eat your heart out.
Free comic book day bundles. Future is annual. Mind Management. Fort Psycho. Flash, The Road to Rebirth omnibus hardcover.
$125. And it collects Flash 26 through 52, Annuals 2 through 4, The Flash Future's End, DC Universe Rebirth number 1, and A Story from Secret Origins number 7.
Frankenstein, The Unconquered. I think it's interesting. This takes place 500 years after the events of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein book. 500 years later, and Frankenstein is still going strong. Free for All hardcover by Patrick Horvath, the writer and artist of Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees.
And Free for All is $19.99.
Free Planet number 9, A cover by Jed Doherty. B cover is a variant by Jed Doherty. Then Future is number 10, A cover by Juan Gedeon. B cover by Mario D'Alessandro. Gargoyles and Darkwing Duck number 2. A cover by Tad Stones, and the B cover by Ivan Bigarella. C cover by Clayton Henry, and the D cover by Cangialosi. 1 in 10 ratio line art variant of the Ken Gialosi cover, the 1 in 15 ratio version of the Clayton Henry cover, 1 in 15 Ken Gialosi version, a 1 in 20 Bigorella version, 1 in 20 Ken Gialosi line art version, a 1 in 25 Tad Stones version, a 1 in 7 Tad Stones line art variant, a 1 in 10 Bigorella sepia variant,
Ooh.
and Geiger number 21. A cover by Gary Frank.
D cover for Brian on that Gargoyles Darkwing Duck.
Thank you, Brian. D cover, we got it. B cover of Geiger number 21 by Brian Hitch. C cover by Leighton Buxman. And then G.I. Joe number 19, A cover by Tom Riley. We're getting a face-off, Joe's versus Transformers. Looks like Hound and Duke are ready to go at it. And then the B cover is a really cool Joshua Cassera connecting cover. Issue 19 has the left side with the Joes, and the next issue, issue 20, will have the right side of that connecting cover with Cobra charging against Joe's. The C cover is a Ben Oliver variant. The D cover is a 1 in 25 Tansi Zanjic variant. And like that, you get a Transformer in the background, a gun overlaid with the Joe's face in it. The 1 in 50 is a Trevor hair sign cover. Pretty cool looking. And then the 1 in 100 is a Pi Par foil ratio variant. And that is the car and the leader of Mask.
Yep,
I
that's
used
a
to-
Mask variant.
Yeah, I used to love playing with those Mask toys when I was a kid. And there's one right there on the cover of G.I. Joe.
I love that the the whole Transformers Joe thing is coming to a head, and you got a good story arc coming.
And we get another property in the mix, Mask.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a die-cut foil Mask cover, the G cover. Then we have G.I. Joe Real American Hero, issue 325, by Andy Kubert. B covers a black and white variant. And there's a 1 in 10 ratio by Steve Beach, the Gears of Joe variant. And then there's a Rod Wiggum anniversary wraparound variant cover. And there's a Chris Mooneyham New Joe. What? Introducing the newest members of G.I. Joe. Welcome to the team, Joes. Wow, we get some new Joes in issue 325.
Wow.
That's cool. There's also a blank sketch file card variant cover. You can fill in your own Joe file card, like off the back of the action figure cardboard packs. The cards, yeah. Green Arrow, trade paperback volume 5, Crimson Sands.
$17.99.
Green Lantern Corps, issue 13. A cover by Fernando Passarin. B cover, no B cover. It's the B cover is the Rian Gonzalez cover.
Yeah, it is a Rian Gonzalez cover.
C cover by Scott Godlewski.
They just don't have the art yet.
This book's written by Morgan Hampton, who I met last weekend. He was a very nice young man. Hercules hardcover, volume 1, The Monster Hunter.
$19.99.
From Disney. There's also paperback.
And the paperback is $14.99.
House of Lothar, number 1. A cover by Kaylin Smith.
That's interesting. It's by Amp Comics.
Never heard of Amp Comics. There's
It's
a B cover.
massive imprint.
And then we have King Spawn, number 52. You want to know about the House of Lothar? Looks like it's in black and white. Amp Comics is proud to present an exciting new supernatural fantasy series from multi-talented writer-artist Kaylin Smith, kicking off with the first of 3 double-sized issues. Sawyer Ellis takes a job at the mysterious Gothic mansion, the House of Lothar, believing it's just an ordinary janitorial job. But as she settles into her new role, she quickly realizes the place is not only stuck in the past, but saturated in the supernatural. She might be a little over her head. $5.99 for this double-sized issue. Then King Spawn number 52, A cover by Cal New. B cover is a black and white variant. From Antarctic Press, Legacy. Trade paperback book 2 by Fred Perry.
That Legacy trade paperback is $19.99.
Here is the A cover on House of Lothar, Brian. You'll take the B cover. Thank
Gotcha.
you, sir. Legend of Kamui trade paperback by Shirato Senpei. And then a multicolor pack of 8 Lego brick erasers.
Wow. Didn't expect that.
Erasers that are Lego bricks.
I do like Lego.
Naraka Warrior trade paperback volume 2.
Just in case you're interested, the Lego brick erasers multi-pack of 8 is $17.95.
Ogrist trade paperback volume 4.
Ogre's trade paperback volume 4 is $19.99, and that Naraka Warrior was $10.99.
$17.99 for 8 Lego pieces. And I thought Legos were expensive.
These are not just Lego.
Lego erasers are even more expensive.
They are.
You can probably step on them though without dying.
That is true. You won't lose a foot.
Phantom number 5, A cover by Freddie Williams, B cover by Kanan White. Juancho?
That's another person.
Natasha Bustos is on the C cover. And then we get another holiday special, Pop Kill number 1, Seasonal Flavors. The Valentine's Day facsimile edition. So it's a facsimile reprint of Pop Kill number 1, I suppose. Just a Valentine's Day cover. How is it a facsimile if it's a
The insides are the same.
different cover?
The inside, just like any facsimile today is with a variant cover.
Well, they usually release one cover that's identical and then a variant cover.
Yeah, well, they're more excited about their special cover.
Radiant Black and White. One shot. Reprinting Radiant Black number 1 in black and white. This time with the ratio variant by David Finch in black and white. The A cover is the black and white. The 1 in 20 ratio for this black and white is the pencils only for David Finch's cover in a virgin variant. That's really cool.
It is.
Rebel Moon Nemesis 1 through 4 pack.
That's $19.99 for the 4-pack.
Rockefellers number 12, A cover by Francis Manipul. B cover by Leonardo Colapietro.
I like that cover.
And it looks like Devin was right. You can go into your subscriptions and set it to 0 and choose a different cover, and it will skip your subscribed cover.
Well, it gave me a little bit of an issue with that, but yeah.
Yeah? Oh.
Yeah.
Rogue Sun number 33. Did he say he's taking the A cover on Rockefellers? Or was that
I believe he did say that.
A cover on Rockefellers, Brian? Alright. Rogue Sun 33, A cover by Stefano Simeone. B cover by Marco Locati. It's a connecting variant cover. And then a 1 in 20 ratio by Stefano Simeone, virgin variant. Secret Steam Society, hardcover, Horses, also available in a softcover.
Wow, that is $19.99 for the hardcover and $14.99 for the trade paperback.
Secrets of Lego House, hardcover.
$40.
Sirens, Love Hurts. Number 1 of 4, the A cover by Babs Tarr.
Just to interject here, there are also Shudder the magazine number 25 and number 26 available for $6.99 each. They don't have art, so they're not listed here.
That is a horror magazine.
It is a
Shudder.
horror magazine, exactly.
All right, and then I'm gonna pick my. Oh, which one of these is my favorite cover? I love both of these.
These
covers.
are both great. I think I like the Souza Meika a little bit better myself, but I'm seeing small pictures. They might be better. I
I
don't know.
love both of them.
Babs Tarr's cover is really good too.
Souza Meika's a great artist.
She
Okay,
is.
Harley, Ivy, Catwoman, and Black Canary. Brought to you by fan favorite creators Teenie Howard and Babs Tarr. Introducing Gotham's most eligible bachelorettes. For at least a little while longer. First, there's Catwoman, who's been playing cat and mouse with her two favorite boy toys, Bruce Wayne and the Dark Knight himself, Batman. Next up, Harley Quinn, who's recently single and now committed only to her hot girl era. Of course, there's also Poison Ivy, who just wants to enjoy her solitude, as long as her best friend Harley's there to enjoy it with her. And then there's the new girl, Black Canary, who's engaged to the love of her life, Green Arrow. But the closer they get to the wedding day, the more it feels like they might not be so written in the stars after all. But these four fabulous women aren't meeting to discuss any of that, at least not willingly. There's a killer on the loose in Gotham City, a killer of women. And when Black Canary realizes stopping the murders requires more criminal company than she's used to keeping, she finds herself reluctantly teaming up with the infamous Gotham City Sirens for the hunt. Easier said than done when the four of them can barely make it through one lousy brunch. Fan favorite writer Teenie Howard teams with superstar artist Babs Tarr to bring you the sexiest and most scintillating DC Black Label series yet. $5.99 for number 1.
Sounds like the ladies of Gotham are going to be getting into some trouble.
And then there is a Tula Lote connecting variant cover and a Souza Meika foil variant.
The foil Souza Meika is $8.99. There's
How do you make that cover prettier? You make it shiny.
That's right.
Where's Dylan B? He's got it's shiny and it's beautiful women.
And
And it's all girls. You know, I think Stormy and Eleanor's gonna have to love that.
there's some. I don't know that Stormy and Eleanor are ready for Black Label.
Eleanor certainly is not. No, Stormy might be. Stormy is. Yeah, she reads that already. But. There's the 1 in 25 ratio by Babs Tarr. That's a cute cover too.
Mm-hmm.
Dylan must have left because he's not saying anything, even shooting me down. Space Ghost number 8. A cover by Francesco Mattina. B cover by Jay Lee. C cover by Michael Cho. The D cover by Bjorn Behrens. Then there is a Mattina Metal Virgin cover for $100. 1 in 10 Bjorn Behrens Virgin. 1 in 10 Cho Virgin. 1 in 15 Jay Lee Virgin. 1 in 15 Mattina Virgin. Space Negro. The Last Negro number 5. Cover A by Jared Sams. The Big Black Climax. That is a mouthful there. I was simply reading what's on the screen.
And the cover price on this is $11.99.
Spawn. The Curse of Shirley Johnson number 4. A cover by Jonathan Glapion. B cover by Dan Panosian. C cover is a Glapion black and white variant. Spawn. Black, white, and red all over by Puppeteer Lee 1/10 scale resin statue.
$169.99.
We'll get that A cover of the Shirley Johnson for you, Brian.
Got it.
Disney's Stitch number 6. A cover by Edwin Gilmon. B cover by Jay Lee. For
Gotcha,
Christopher
Chris.
also, thank you, sir. C cover by Ken Gialosi.
Chris snuck in here.
Christopher is a sneaky man. Gotta watch out for him.
That's right.
1 in 10 ratio is the Jay Lee line art variant. It's a 1 in 10 Virgin by Ken Gialosi. 1 in 15 Virgin by Jay Lee. A 1 in 15 Virgin by Edwin Gomon. And then Supergirl number 10. A cover by Sophie Campbell. Sophie Campbell is the writer and the artist on Supergirl. The B cover, a beautiful cover by Amy Reeder. I am a big fan of Amy Reeder's art. C cover by Joe Quinones. And the D cover by Elizabeth Torque. And the E cover is Stupid Cute by Chrissy Zullo.
Aw, her and her bestest boy.
Supergirl Trade Paperback, Volume 1. Misadventures in Midvale.
$17.99.
We got a facsimile of Superman 423. This was the final issue of Superman before they changed the name. Issue 424 was Adventures of Superman.
Cool.
Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow, Part 1. I believe this was written by Alan Moore.
It was.
Wait, it was? Okay, yeah.
Alan Moore, art by Kurt Swan.
And it's also available in a foil, and there's a blank cover as well.
The foil variant is $6.99, and the blank is $4.99.
Superman Red and Blue by Lee Bermejo, a 1/10 scale resin statue.
$169.99.
Tamiya and the Memories of the Dragon hardcover and trade paperback.
$17.99 for the hardcover, $12.99 for the trade paperback.
Terror Bites issue 5. The Disavowed number 4. A cover by Pop Mon. This is a 5-issue series. This is the second to last issue. Written by Josh Blaylock, art by Pop Mon. It's kind of a G.I. Joe story. G.I. Joe on steroids is what Scott called it. He came into the shop Wednesday and picked up the first couple of issues and subscribed to it. Said he doesn't know how he missed it. He loved it. So here's the B cover by Tim Seeley, introducing Glam. The Thing on the Doorstep number 1, A cover by Willie Roberts. The Thing on the Doorstep, if it's flaming, don't step on it. You're going to ruin your boots.
Cute.
The B cover by Lyndon White. The C cover is a 1 in 10 ratio, Virgin by Willie Roberts. And Thing on the Doorstep, 1 in 25, Lyndon White Virgin variant. Thundercats, Valentine's Day special one-shot. A cover by Nicoletta Baldari. B cover by Sebastian Perez. C cover by Zulema Scotta-Lavina.
Panther looks so enthused.
Yeah. I love the D cover. The animation art variant. And there is a blind bag. The blind bag... Actually, this sounds like a really interesting series. A one-shot anyway. But the blind bag is 1984. It's limited. Allocations may occur. And it contains 3 covers selected randomly from a range of covers exclusive to this offering, including Virgin variants, colored blanks, and more. The F cover is a Baldari limited Virgin variant for $50, I believe.
Yes.
And then there's a 1 in 10 Virgin animation variant, a 1 in 15 Perez line art Virgin variant, a 1 in 15 Lavina Virgin variant, a 1 in 20 Perez Virgin, and then Toxic Crusaders number 4 of 5, Transformers number 29, A cover by David Nakayama, B cover by Daniel Warren Johnson, C cover by Jorge Corona. We have a 1 in 25 ratio by Torrin Clark. That's a really cool looking cover.
Mm-hmm.
The 1 in 50. Wow, it's beautiful. By Dan Mora. How can a robot be beautiful?
Because it's beautiful.
Vampirella Winter Special 2026, number 1, A cover by Mike Ruth. Hey, look, it's George. B cover by Joseph Michael Linsner. C cover by Selena. D cover is a cosplay. And then there is a blind bag variant as well. Blind blood bag. Ooh.
And these blind bags are $12.
There's also a 1 in 10 cosplay virgin variant, a 1 in 10 Selena virgin variant, 1 in 15 Linsner virgin variant, 1 in 15 Ruth virgin variant, 1 in 7 Linsner fiery red line art variant. And then World Tree, number 18, A cover by Fernando Blanco. B cover is the 1 in 10 ratio by Dylan Burnett. And the C is a 1 in 25 ratio by David LaFuente.
There's also a Vampirus Carmilla magazine, number 29 and 30 available. They don't have art, so they're not listed. And they're $6.99 a piece.
Thank you. Where Does the Rainbow End? Number 204. And then Witchblade, annual number 1 for the new Witchblade series. And there in the background is The Darkness, of course, Jackie Estacado. A cover by Cafaro. B cover by Stjepan Sejic. C cover is a virgin variant of the Cafaro cover. And there's a 1 in 25 black and white virgin variant. And a 1 in 50 Sejic virgin. And that is it for Lunar.
That is it for Lunar.
Now we have PRH. Start off with The 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You, Volume 17. 1776, number 4. And there's a 1 in 25 ratio by Federico Vicentini. We met him last weekend. He was a nice, very quiet man. Italian, of course. 1776, number 4, the Nico Diaz variant. And we have the Phil Jimenez homage variant. Then 30 Days of Night, Falling Sun, number 3, the A cover by Chris Sheehan. Brian, you want an A cover of the 1776? There's the B cover of 30 Days of Night by Damian Worm. And then the 1 in 15 ratio by is a virgin variant of the Chris Sheehan A cover. After the Disabled God of War Became My Concubine, the novel, Volume 2. Agnes Albert's Mystical Cat Shelter by Heather Fawcett. Alias, Red Band number 1 poster. Alice Forever After number 1, the second print.
I'm so glad that went to a second print.
Enid Balaam. We should probably get a couple of those.
Mm-hmm.
And number 2, a beautiful cover by Dan Panosian. I mean, Dan Panosian is just killing it. He is taking his art to another level. That number 2A cover is gorgeous. The B cover by Giorgio Spalletta. We have a 1 in 10 ratio, a virgin Spalletta. Then the 1 in 25 ratio is a virgin Tula Lotte cover. Very pretty cover. But that is also available as the FOC reveal cover. That's a pretty Tula Lotte cover. I think I like the Panosian better, but it is a very pretty Lotte cover. Amazing Spider-Man number 22. Nick Bradshaw A cover. There's the Ario Anandito Hell's Kitchen variant. You want the bio on Amazing Spider-Man? And then there's a David Nakayama cover, and I just opened it, and I'm gonna have to start all over when I go back. Gosh darn it, Chris.
Silly Chris.
Alrighty then, here we go. Too little, too late. The era of Space Earth Spider-Man comes to an end, and everyone is left to pick up the pieces. We are about to enter Death Spiral. So Spidey better take a deep, deep breath.
Death Spiral is that new Spider-Man Venom book, right?
Yeah, and a character called Spiral.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Joe Kelly writing, Nick Bradshaw on art. Oh, it went back.
Yay.
Hey. There is a Virgin 1 in 50 ratio variant by David Nakayama. Lee Bermejo Amazing Visions variant. That's a cool cover. That's a very cool cover. It's also available in a Virgin as the 1 in 100 ratio. And then McFarlane killing it with these toy variants. McFarlane Toys with a lizard toy on the cover there. That's a really cool toy.
I think the Marvel toys, McFarlane toys, lend themselves better to the covers than the DC ones did.
And then the 1 in 25 ratio by Simone Bianchi. And a Simone DeMeo Black Panther variant. Archie, you take the Bermejo cover.
Gotcha.
Thank you, Brian, got it. Archie versus Minor Threats trade paperback, 1999. Avengers Epic Collection, Absolute Vision, trade paperback, $49.99. That's kind of cool. Last night on the Friday Night Live show, this book went to somebody on a wheel spin.
Yep. Batman
by Neil Adams, Absolute Edition, 1967 to 1970. Tell you what, that early Neil Adams Batman work was amazing. Fantastic stuff. $100 for an Absolute Edition. Batman, Gotham by Gaslight, A League for Justice trade paperback, $29.99. That's a hardcover, not a trade paperback. Hardcover for $29.99. Batman Dark Knight Returns, DC Compact Edition for $10. Frank Miller, Klaus Janson, Len Varley. Be Not Afraid, number 6, A cover by Murakami. B cover by Gallagher. C cover is a 1 in 10 ratio Virgin by Gallagher. And then the 1 in 20 ratio is a Virgin by Ekman Lawn. Black Panther 60th Anniversary Special, number 1, $6.99. You want to know more about it? Alright, the 1 in 50 is a Bob Brown Bicentennial Calendar Hidden Gem variant. And there is a Mike Hawthorne 250th Anniversary Homage variant. Come on. I guess I'm just going to have to open it. Alright. Celebrating 6 decades of the King of Wakanda, this landmark oversized issue features brand new, thrilling stories from a lineup of fan favorite writers and artists who have defined T'Challa's legacy. Don't miss this must-have tribute to T'Challa, Wakanda, and 60 years of the world's greatest protector. Written by Maria Ayadele, Evan Narcisse, Georges Gente, Aletha Martinez, and Mike Hawthorne. That's writers and artists. And the last variant is a Steve Rude cover. That's really cool. I like Steve Rude. Captain America by Mark Grunwald Omnibus Volume 3 with the Rick Levins cover. This is the direct market only version featuring Cap Wolf. And there's the book market cover by Ron Lim. Cat Crazy Volume 3, $12.99. Dark Horse manga. Or manga, I say. A Certain Scientific Railgun, Volume 20. Chain Smoker Cat, Volume 2. The Condemned Villainess Goes Back in Time and Aims to Become the Ultimate Villain, Light Novel, Volume 7. Crossplay Love, Otaku X Punk, Volume 14. Daredevil number 1 by Lee Garbett and Stephanie Phillips. There's the main cover by Lee Garbett on the left. There's the Alex Maleev cover on the right. And let's hear what it's about. You can bury the bodies, but never the ghosts. Hell's Kitchen is full of secrets, but no secret stays buried for long, as a fearsome new supervillain named Omen has targeted Matt Murdock. It will be his alter ego Daredevil who takes the hits. But beware, this mysterious new player isn't all that they appear. A secret Daredevil will have to learn quickly as he scrambles to settle into a life and status quo we've never seen him in before. Look alive, Marvelites. An all-new and unprecedented era of Daredevil starts right here. Written by Stephanie Phillips, art by Lee Garbett. Lee Garbett is a great artist, so you can never go wrong with him on a book. There's also a Blue Line blank cover, a Dan Panosian cover, which you know is good. We have a Daniel Warren Johnson cover, and then a 1:25 ratio by Gabriel Delato. That's a really cool looking ratio cover. The Greg Land 250th homage variant. The Jackson Z Marvel Television variant.
Got you, Dennis.
The Jeff Deckel 1:500 variant ratio. There is a Joe Quesada 1:1000 ratio. Partha Pratim 1:200 ratio variant. Hey, there's a cool Peach Momoko cover. But there's more, guys. There's more. Okay, here we got a great Rose Besh cover, as well as the 1:100 Rose Besh Virgin ratio. A Ryan Stegman foil cover. A 1:50 Sal Buscema Bicentennial Calendar Hidden Gem variant. A lot of covers. And last but not least, the True Believers blind bag. There will be a blind bag for Daredevil. Marvel has released a statement saying that they know there were some issues with production issues with the Ultimate in-game blind bag, where there were some they called them minor defects in the covers of some of the books. So they have tightened up their quality control to eliminate that on this one. So we'll see. It's $5.99 for the blind bag, Brian. Same price as all the other covers. So you get a plastic bag for free. One blind bag and one Momoko cover for Brian.
Gotcha.
Then we have Daredevil Punisher, The Devil's Trigger, issue 4. There's a David Nakayama block red variant cover, and then a 1:50 ratio is the Virgin variant of that cover. We also get a Gabriel Delato variant, and then a new Deadly Hands of Kunlun. And as you see on the cover there, the undead Iron Fist in the background.
I got that for you, Chris.
2 double D blinds. Deadly Hands of Kunlun also has a Adam Kubert variant and a Leo Chiola Undead Iron Fist variant. Destiny's Way, Doomed Earth, a paperback by Jack Campbell. Devil on My Shoulder, number 3, a cover by Kowalski. Doctor Strange, number 3, Alex Horley on the main cover, 1 in 25 ratio by Adam Gorham. Alessandro Cappuccio, Black Panther variant. Baldemar Rivas variant. Dragon and Chameleon, number 6. Dungeons of Doom, number 2. It's the main cover by Lino Yu, written by Philip Kennedy Johnson, art by Carlos Magno. We also have a David Yardine variant, a 1 in 25 ratio by Partha Pratim, a Phil Noto variant. Then we have Dysfunctional Family Theory, Volume 2. Brand new book here, Generation X23, number 1. Yardin cover for Brian. Thank
Okay.
you. Generation X23, number 1, written by Jody Hauser. Excuse me. Art by Jacopo Camagni. The main cover is by Partha Pratim. Got a great Elizabeth Tort B cover, or variant cover. And let's tell Brian what this book is about.
That Yarden cover for Brian is the Dungeons of Doom, right?
Yes, Dungeons of Doom, David Yardine cover for
Thank you.
Brian. Thank you, Brian. Her name is Wolverine, but the legend of X23 grows. Laura Kinney, well, is her name Wolverine or Laura Kinney? Come on.
Both.
Laura Kinney was brainwashed and trained from birth to be the ultimate assassin as X23. She's long put that life behind her, but it seems she hasn't quite outrun it yet. When Laura and Gabby encounter someone who seems to be their long-lost friend, the harrowing plot they uncover will turn their worlds upside down. The next generation of X-subjects is here, and they follow in the deadly footsteps of X23, featuring a host of new heroes and villains. Generation X23 have a surprise in store for the Wolverine. I'm excited for a new ongoing X23 series, Generation X23, with Wolverine and Honey Badger, Laura and Gabby. There is a great variant cover by Ji Hyung Lee, and the Virgin is the 1 in 100 ratio. This book has a lot of great covers. Lee Garbett doing a really cool cover there on the left, and then the 1 in 25 ratio by Marcus Toe on the right. Scotty Young throwing his hat in the ring. We get half a Laura and half a Gabby. That's a great cover. The Ghost. Dark Horse's Ghost. Compendium Volume 2. Written by Kelly Sue DeConnick and Chris Warner. Art by Adam Hughes, Phil Noto, and Christopher Savella. Godzilla Rulers of Earth. IDW Classic Collections by Matt Frank and Jeff Zarnow. This is like the DC Compacts or the Marvel ones. It's a little bit smaller book. Really thick, contains a ton of the whole Godzilla Rulers of Earth series for only $13.99. Great way to get a big chunk of Godzilla goodness. Half City by Kate Golden, paperback for $19. I Got Married to the Girl I Hate Most in Class, light novel volume 2. I'm in Love with the Older Girl Next Door, volume 4. I'm not.
Oh, good.
It's Jeff meets Daredevil. Written by Kelly Thompson, art by Gurihiru. On the right we have a variant cover by Danielle De Nicuolo with Punisher and Jeff. And then this cover here by Nick Klein, Oh my goodness. Daredevil got the teeth, and he's coming up to. I don't know.
Jaws homage.
Yeah, I love Jaws homages.
Klein cover. I knew that was coming because I know somebody likes Jaws.
You're ordering it already. You want the Bayou anyway?
Yeah, of course he wants to know what it's about.
I was just playing. Which one, Bishop? The adventures of Jeff the Landshark continue with Daredevil. In this special news story from star Jeff team Kelly Thompson and Gurihiru, Jeff the Landshark learns the meaning of courage from the man without fear. Bishop will take the Jaws cover as well.
Got it.
Plus, the latest season of It's Jeff appears in print for the very first time, so you can enjoy all the adorableness and chaos the way Daredevil himself would, without a phone screen. Don't miss what happens when Jeff wins the lottery, goes to the groomer, and best of all, takes on the Hulk. I think I might need that Nick Klein cover too, sweetheart.
It's
if you'll put me
pretty
down
cool.
for it. I don't think I was gonna get it, but Kimono Jihen Volume 20. Null, Issue 2. The main cover there by Ryan Stegman. We have Ario and Andito cover on the right, the Hell's Kitchen variant. There's the David Baldion variant and the 1 in 25 ratio by Martin Coccolo. Bishop will take the Hell's Kitchen and Andito variant.
Gotcha.
There is also a Phil Noto variant, and then the Ryan Stegman Virgin variant is the 1 in 50 ratio. Lazy Dungeon Master, Volume 12. Legends Omnibus. Now this is cool. DC Legends. Keith Giffen, Jerry Ordway, Paul Levitz, John Byrne, Ernie Cullen. What an amazing team there. Christopher Foreman will have a Noel Noto variant.
Got it.
Thank you, sir. Lisa Cheese and Ghost Guitar Book 2, The Rock God Complex. A Top Shelf Productions paperback for $19.99 by Kevin Alver. Magic Maker. How to Create Magic in Another World, a light novel, Volume 1. Deadpool Batman number 1. This is the Marvel DC Lino U 4th print variant. 4th printing. That main cover by Lino Yu. There is a 1 in 25 ratio by Ryan Stegman, a Virgin variant. Mental Floss Brain Brawl, a head-to-head trivia tournament. Trivia cards for $24.95. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rise of Dark Spectre, $29.99 paperback, trade paperback. Volume 7 of Mr. Villain's Day Off. Murder Podcast number 5 by Jeremy Hahn. The A cover, and the B cover is by Mike Tisserand. My Cute Cousin Always Gets Her Way, Volume 2. New Avengers number 9. Steven Segovia on the main cover. Chris Campagna on the variant cover. A Ninja and an Assassin Under One Roof, Volume 2. Nocturnals, The Sinister Path, trade paperback by Dan Brereton from Dark Horse. Of Blood and Fire, a hardcover book from Ryan Cahill. Our Sunny Days, Volume 1. Parallel Paradise, Volume 25. Perfect Buddy, Volume 5. Return to Sleepy Hollow, number 4, A cover by Mayer, B cover by Estuck, and a 1 in 15 ratio by Joel Jones.
That's pretty.
That's a beautiful cover. Robin, Batman's friend Robin. The Bronze Age Omnibus from Jerry Conway, Jim Aparo, Don Heck, and Bob Rozakis. $125 hardcover. I'm looking forward to this one here. The Rocketeer, The Island. A cover by Jacob Edgar. It's written by John Layman. And the B cover by Dave Stevens.
Oh, that's cool.
I love that. Scott may be interested in this. I know he's a Dave Stevens fan.
Okay.
If he doesn't know about it. There's also a Sean Gordon Murphy cover.
Which we saw that.
He had that as
it was beautiful.
Yeah, he had this as a print at the show last weekend at his booth. That's a great cover. I'm getting the Stevens and the Murphy cover. And then there's a blank cover. You can draw your own. We got some ratios. A Elizabeth Beals 1 in 25 ratio and a Michael Dooney 1 in 50 ratio. Psy Dimensional Rivals number 2. Peach Momoko cover there, and then the 1 in 25 ratio by Asad Rabich. That's a really, really cool cover. I hadn't seen that before. And it's not even finished. I love that. There's a Guri Hero Black Panther variant and a Natasha Bustos variant. Seduced by the Demon King, A Sensual Rebirth, Volume 4. Ronald Malfi's Senseless, paperback for $19.99. And Silver Surfer number 1, facsimile edition poster. Something is Killing the Children number 1, 10th print. A dressed foil stamp of the original A cover. And it is also available in a full art virgin glow-in-the-dark cover. I think that's really cool. As well as a blank sketch variant. Dennis wants to get issues 2 and 3 of Return to Sleepy Hollow.
I'll see what I can do for you, Dennis.
And Bishop wants a glow-in-the-dark Something is Killing the Children.
Sounds good.
Spidey and His Amazing Friends poster. Star Trek Deep Space Nine Omnibus. Christopher Foreman will have a glow-in-the-dark for me also. Can I see the Sleepy Hollow covers again? I don't know. Let's go back there and see if you can see them.
I bet he can.
I bet he can too. Dennis got good eyes. Dennis got good eyes. Yeah, that's what I said.
Right.
You heard me. Alright, there is the main cover on the left. Dennis by Savannah Mayer. And then Audrey Estuck on the cover on the right. And then, of course, there was the ratio cover, the 1 in 25 by Joel Jones, which was gorgeous. Oh, it's a 1 in 15 ratio. Not 1 in 25, okay.
Gotcha.
The main one? No problem, buddy.
I already had it pulled up on my computer.
And we were at Deep Space Nine Omnibus for $25, and then another cool new Star Trek. Deviations. Threads of Destiny. A cover by Mark Alvarado. And the B cover is a photo variant. Uhura. Nichelle Nichols. This special one-shot features Lieutenant Nyota Uhura. In the 23rd century, she explores far-flung star systems with her crew on the Enterprise's part of her mission to communicate and build bridges with life found across the galaxy. But in the 20th century, humankind was working to build understanding among themselves, with African Americans on Earth championing the civil rights movement and using their voices and acts of protest to end racial segregation and discrimination. Now, by way of the Guardian of Forever, Uhura is yanked back through time to 1963. There, she'll join all those fighting for equality and justice and reconnect to why her work as a communications officer is perhaps the most important work of all. Written by Stephanie Williams with art by Gregory Maldonado. Star Wars number 10. A cover by Phil Noto. 1 in 25 ratio by Carmen Carnero. Brian will have the A cover on the Star Trek book.
Gotcha.
Thank you, Brian. Star Wars will have a great John Tyler Christopher action figure variant this time around, featuring Boba Fett. Love that one. And then the Torrin Clark variant is part 2 of his Black History Month connecting cover. Star Wars Legacy of Vader, The Reign of Kylo Ren, Volume 2. Trade paperback for $17.99. Strixhaven, Omens of Chaos, a hardcover book from Shannon Maguire from Magic the Gathering. Succubus and Hitman, Volume 10. Superman, the Kryptonite Spectrum hardcover for $29.99. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Saturday Morning Adventures, issue 34. A cover is a Shining Connecting cover. B cover by Kevin Anthony Catalan. And then a C cover by Dev Maden. Madan. I don't know how you say that. I've never seen it. Ninja Turtles Turtle Power Pack Volume 3. $8.99 trade paperback. Tomb Raider issue 1 came out this past week. Here is the issue 2 pre-order. Sacred Artifacts. I haven't seen this Tomb Raider comic book in quite a while, so I'm kind of excited about this one. Tonight, I Have a Date with a Serial Killer.
Wow.
Volume 1.
Do you?
Trade paperback manga for $14.99. I wonder what you do on a date with a serial killer. Do you let him have his way, or do you
No.
turn the tables on him?
No.
Ultimate Spider-Man number 24. The final issue of Jonathan Hickman's Ultimate Spider-Man. A cover by Chichetto. There we have the David Messina Heroes variant. The DK Ruan Villains variant. There's the Elizabeth Torque variant, and that one looks cute. All the family photos. I like that one. We have a 1 in 500 ratio variant by Chichetto. A 1 in 100 Virgin variant by Chichetto. Marcos Martin Ultimate Finale variant. And then a 1 in 1,000 ratio variant by Phil Noto. 1 in 25 ratio variant by Stephanie Hans. And that brings us to Uncanny X-Men number 24. It looks like Morbius is about to make out with Jubilee. Is that right? Yeah? Ultimate Finale variant for Brian.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. The B cover of Uncanny X-Men, or not B cover, there's an Ario Anandito variant. The Hell's Kitchen variant featuring Rogue. That's a cool cover. We have the Diaz Alpizar cover. You can see Morbius in Jubilee's glasses reflecting. The 1 in 25 ratio variant by Matteo Della Fonte. Odd looking. And there's a really cool looking, again, McFarlane Toys variant with Gambit. The Gambit toy this time. Wash It All Away, Volume 6, from Square Enix manga. Will of Doom #1, Sanford Green, second print variant cover. And the Virgin variant of the Stephen Platt cover is the 1:25 ratio. Wolverine #16, Dan Panosian cover, is the main cover.
The price, you want a price on the 1:25 Stephen Platt cover? I'll get that for you.
Now then, the first print Stephen Platt cover was not a ratio. It had the trade dress. If you want the Virgin, that is the 1:25 ratio of the second print.
I will get you a quote on it.
Damian Scott variant for Wolverine, and then last but not least, the Wonder Woman Historia Amazon's Absolute Edition for $100. And that is everything. Any questions? I need to go back and see something else.
Anything that y'all need is, if everybody's good, that is our show for the night, y'all. If you have any questions, want any more information on anything, would like to order something, please reach out to us. We're available on Discord. We're available through all of the social medias, through our website. Happy to give you any kind of help we can in order to get you guys the books that you'd like. And otherwise, y'all have a great evening. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And thank you so much for joining us. Good night.
Good night, everybody.